Hello everybody, it's Richard David Warlock from Urban Warlock Healing. If you've just watched my last video, you'll notice I'd said that I'm covered in polyfiller, which I still am. And I wasn't doing readings at the moment because I was decorating my bedroom. Well, unfortunately the polyfiller needs to dry. I also said that a lot of these readings at the moment coming up on my feed are saying that October's going to be fantastic and sunshine and lollipops and rainbows, something. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to destroy the positivity, but then I thought, well, I am the destroyer, so let's see if there's any truth behind this, because you know me, I'm not going to fluff it up, okay? So let's go for no context, because like I say, I've had ones where it's somebody's coming back in with an apology. You know, your one is going to be coming back in. You know, you're destined for great things. You're destined for great money. So let's see. I mean, last time I did one of these, it did fit in with everybody else's, so it's no guarantee that it's going to be shit. But like I say, my monthly Zodiac ones have been shit. So if this pops up on your feed, you might want to scroll up quickly, because my collective, I tend to mop up the ones that are struggling. And it's no different, I'm afraid. Right, okay, let's have a... Sorry, guys. Right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yes, the Destroyer returns. Right, okay, so first card I've got in my reading is Strength in the Reversed, okay? Does what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it? This is telling me that whoever is watching this, you're feeling a little bit down at the moment. You're feeling like you don't have much strength, okay? Next card we've got is the Queen of Swords. So swords relates the element of air. We're generally talking about the way we think and the words we use. We're talking about feminine energy here. Does not necessarily mean it's a woman, okay? Tagline, I'm a man. I identify as a man. My feminine energies are higher. I identify more with the queens, although I am an empress. Get me. Right, anyway, yeah, this is telling me that either there is somebody with strong feminine energies in your around you at the moment, and they are possibly causing this reverse strength. It could be yourself. Okay, so we're talking about negative thought patterns, paranoia, maybe a little bit. Now, if it's somebody else, I mean, it could be yourself as well. You might be a right dick for all I know. Quite spiteful, stirring the pot, saying nasty things. Like I say, it could just be an internal thing. You might be a nice person. It might be an internal thing, and you kind of talking yourself out of things. Okay, we then got the World card in reverse. Now, where I'm going to go with this is that it is because we are coming up to the closing of a cycle. Okay, I'm going to stick with the other tarot readers on this one and say it's the closing of a cycle. It's in reverse, though. It's not to say it's negative. It feels very much like you're trying to fight against it. Okay, my collective, people who come to me for readings, are normally ones who are going through awakenings, but they don't know they are, and they feel a bit off, and they feel a bit funny. It's feeling a little bit like this. I don't know what's wrong with my life. I was happy in my manual labour job, and now all of a sudden I feel like I need to be an artist, and it's throwing me off. I'm feeling all over the place. It's got a bit of a feel of that to it. I could be wrong, but we'll see how we go. Right, so next card is the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. So wands relates to the element of fire. We're generally talking about taking some kind of action. Now, this card talks about the energies around us. Now, it's one or two things. It's either that things are going a bit slow and we feel like, you know, we're trying to push forward and it's not going anywhere. If that is the case, it is because you are fighting against the world, okay? I'm more drawn to say, based on what I feel about the energies, being an energy worker, yes, I do that as well. I've got a lot of strings to my bow. Yeah, I feel it's more that things are feeling a bit chaotic. You're feeling a bit like your head's spinning. And again, this is why you're fighting against it, okay? The good news is, I look weird without my beads on, don't I? I feel a bit naked. The good news is we've then got the Four of Pentacles in the uprights. Pentacles relates to the element of earth. It can mean money and finance. It can mean non-financial wealth. Okay, when I say that's what we invest our time, efforts and energies in. Now, this is the investment card of the investment suit. Okay, so this is telling me that although you might be feeling a bit all over the place, you are investing in yourself in one way or another. Okay, let's look for the outcome card. Oh, God. Excuse me. The outcome card is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? So again, we're talking about some kind of action. Again, we're talking about feminine energy, okay? I feel, to be honest with you, I feel like these two queens are the same person. So it's either, I'm going to say it's yourself. It's more likely to be yourself. Now, when kings and queens are in the reverse position, they're not very good rulers. So this queen, she's going to be angry. She's going to be aggressive. She's not going to be heavy aggression like the king. That's toxic masculinity. She's just going to be a bit more, I don't know. I want to use the phrase on pins and needles. I feel like both these queens are an internal thing. It's because you're fighting against something. I want to change my mind on that. I'm not going to say that you are investing in yourself. I want to say that you do I don't know. I feel like potentially I want you to see this change as an investment, okay? You're not seeing it in that way at the moment, but it is, okay? It is for a greater good. You're going through some transformation and you are going through some kind of awakening, okay? This is for your good, okay? You just need to close this cycle down. You need to stop fighting against it, okay? It's going to be for your higher purpose. Stop dicking about. Get a grip and stop dicking about. Right, obstacles or blockages, 3 of swords in the upright. So this is the heartbreak card, okay. Now, I'm not necessarily saying this has happened. I mean, it might have done recently. This feels more like a past thing, okay. I'm not necessarily going down the love route here. It feels a little bit like you're fighting against this because somebody said something in the past. Again, swords, way we think, words we use. Somebody said something in the past and it's been quite cutting. This could go way back to childhood. This could be something one of your parents said, something one of your teachers said, and it's caused this kind of attitude of, I can't do it. I'm not good enough, I can't do it. You need to fucking stop that. You really, really do, right? You can do it, okay? It might take time, it might take effort. Guess what? Life is fucking hard. And when you want to go and get what you want, you have to work for it. It won't just land in your lap. It doesn't work like that, okay? So you do have to work hard, either physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is, but you can do it. You can. Right, removing any blockages. 7 of Cups. Okay, Cups relate to water. We're generally talking about emotions. I appreciate it's a bit of a busy card, especially in the X-ray deck. That figure there, in the normal deck, it's a shadowy figure. That represents yourself. They're cups. Out of every cup, there's something different coming out of it. This card keeps coming up to me for me in my readings at the moment. This is telling me that you need to realise that once you stop fighting against this, once you close down this cycle, once you start realising that you are good enough, that you have self-worth, and that you should be asking for the fucking best, that is when the universe will provide, okay? The universe will provide once you put that hard work in, but you need to put the hard work in. Again, I said this in I'm going to class this as an activator reading. I'm going to put the warning on. Stop fucking about. Okay, stop fucking about. Okay, the universe wants to provide to you. Like I say, when it comes in, it might feel like it's fallen in your lap, but it won't have done. It's because you put the hard work in. Okay, but it's about releasing what no longer serves you. Stop fighting against this cycle. Okay, let's do an example. Okay, you're in a job, you've been quite happy in the job, it pays well, you don't have a problem with the job, but you've got this yearning, this desire to go on and do something a bit more creative or where it's helping more people, but you're going, oh no, because I was told, when I was at school, I didn't do very well at my GCSEs. Well, let me tell you something, I completely fucked up my GCSEs because I went, right, I'm going to go and be a hairdresser, so I don't really need them. Surprise, surprise, I didn't stick at that. Okay, a few years later, I went to college. Okay, I then went to college, I went to university. Okay, and I didn't have very good GCSEs. Okay, you might, depending on the course you're looking at, you might have to go back and do your GCSEs. Okay, it won't take you that long in the grand scheme of things. Okay, you can do it. You've just got to remove that self-limiting belief. Okay, if we're talking about a relationship here, okay, your feelings for somebody might have gone, okay, in which case you need to leave that relationship. You need to find that strength and go, do you know what, we've changed. We do not align anymore, so we've changed, so I need to leave because otherwise I'm going to be fucking miserable in this relationship, and that is not fair on me, and that is not fair on the other person, okay? So stop fighting what is coming to an end. I want to say it's come to a fucking end, but you're just fighting against it. Stop it. Right, okay, there you go. Anyway, yeah, a bit different from the other readings, isn't it? There you go. The Destroyer has spoken.